So at the beginning of episode 6, we hear that the ferry is gonna leave the park soon. So Ben says that they won't be able to make the ferry in time because it's across the entire island. But luckily the monorail shows up, and when they try to run to it, the Carnotaurus is there, so they have to slowly go to it. Once they get up the stairs, Kenji and Brooklyn are there, and it starts talking like, "Welcome to the lagoon." So Toro looks at them and decides that she's gonna go up the stairs as well. But they make it onto the monorail and they start moving, and the Carnotaurus just falls through the stairs and does not die. This thing has gone through so much stuff this entire show. I'll explain more later, but it's unkillable. Counselors make it to the lagoon after the campers leave, and they're like, okay, so they're alive because they look across the lagoon. They see the kids on the monorail, so they're like, okay, we're gonna go to the dock and see if they made it there. All the characters in this episode connect and bond, and they have character development. They hear an explosion from the monorail, and well, they don't know it's the monorail yet, but they hear an explosion, and in Fallen Kingdom, if you look in the corner, you can see a broken monorail, and that's why it's destroyed in the movie. Darius talks about his dad, and we find out that his dad sadly passed away. The Pteranodons started talking to monorail, so they smash all the lights because the Pteranodons are like fish and they're attracted to shiny things. So we find out that they need to go to the control car, and the only way to get there is through the top, and Darius is about to go up there and then needs to help with something. Ben decides to do it, the kid that's scared of literally anything, and he goes through the top, and this basically completes his character arc of not being scared. He goes through the top, gets in the control panel, and saves everyone. Ben is like, yeah, I did something heroic. Everybody's happy, and then he gets just taken out. So when the Pteranodons take Ben out, that's the end of the episode. Darius holding Ben, and he actually has a grip on him. And then more Pteranodons attack, and then he just lets him go, and he's presumed dead for the rest of the episode. They realize that the monorail is going in a circle, so they all jump down, and Bumpy gets lost. They go down to the tunnels, and every corner they go, everything is locked because of the emergency. The counselors are forced to evacuate the island, so they can't look for the kids, and that sets up the cliffhanger. See that the Carnotaurus somehow made it to the underground tunnels. I don't even know how the dinosaurs made it down there. You'd have to open a building. Well, they go inside the vents and eventually escape the Carnotaurus. They go to the docking station and see that nobody's there. It's closed. They won't be able to get out. So they plan a distraction, so when the Carnotaurus does come over there, they make an explosion and find an exit. But the Carnotaurus eventually finds them and starts attacking, and they all fight, blah 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 blah. Darius full on just explodes this dinosaur, okay? So you know how I said earlier that this dinosaur does not die? It does not die. This thing blows up and gets up from it, and she just walks away. When they exploded, there was a crack in the wall, but when they do get to the dock, the boat already left, and it says the cliffhanger that I mentioned earlier, that they're stuck on the island. And that was a really good cliffhanger when it came out. It was really nice. So the last scene in this season is Bumpy finding Ben and trying to wake him up, setting up his return in season 2. And that's the ending of season 1. My review for this season is that it's a good introduction to the expanded universe of Jurassic. It opens new doors. We can have more canon stuff like this other than the movies, and I'm excited for what else they'll do in the future of this franchise after Dominion. Hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.